Hi! Today, I decided to play some Subnautica below zero, because the update just came out today, and I played the game from start to finish, almost fully finished, the ending has been logged, but previously, so I have a general idea of what to do. There you can see my old save, 14 hours and 23 minutes, but we'll start a new game on survival. Don't remember everything. I know I'm definitely going to have problems with finding some of the wreckage, whatnot, but overall it should be fine. I hope.
This is the farthest I can take you on company space bucks, Robin. You sure you want this? The research is in everything.
It is to me, and Sam. I need to know what happened.
The meteor storm.
I can use it for cover from Altera's eyes.
Gonna miss you, Robin.
I'll find my way back.
Approaching 46 feet. Surface temperature is 8. Drop pod deployed.
Well, that could have been a better landing. At least she's alive. Just need to head to safety.
Welcome to 46 feet. Enjoy your stay.
Enjoy my stay, I will. First, I'll pick up all this stuff here, so I don't have to come for it later. Some water, some nutrient bars and whatnot. Some flares. I don't think I'll be using those too much, but we'll see. That's something, or is it just... nope. Everything else, I'm slowly starting to freeze, so if you played through the first Subnautica game, then you probably know that there wasn't a temperature meter in that one. I'll turn on the volume a little bit, because it's a little bit loud, the snowstorm and everything. Oh. I think I got all the flares, all the water, all the food. There we go, my inventory. I got lots of flares, got like 8 of them.
Holy smokes! That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
There we go. Maybe some water right behind there. Wait, is this an alternate path to the drop pod or the crash site? Yep. It's a little bit shorter. Oh, I didn't see it. I don't think there's any reason to come back here later. So, nothing to see here. Let's just jump in the water. There we go. Isn't it beautiful here? Fishy, fishy, fishy.
New creature discovered.
Fish. And fishy bladderfish.
New creature discovered.
Look at its face. Does it have a face or is it just an eye? If I can catch a peeper. Oh, the pangolin just ate my bladderfish. Out of my hand. I didn't expect that. What? Arctic peeper? Oh, the fast. Okay, let's just get to the drop pod and get some tools ready. It's like a scanner, maybe a flashlight, a knife, all that stuff. Weird that no water got in, but well, So we have a deployable waterproof locker. Some personal stuff, equipment, yeah, we'll need fins. Compass could be nice. Standard O2 tank. And some of these. So we'll need a battery or 2 batteries, some glass, titanium, lots of titanium, so some silicone rubber. For food, we can cook the fishes, and to make water, we can filter it through the bladderfish. So we got some electronics. And for the battery, we need 2 ribbon plants and 1 copper ore. So we'll go and look for all that stuff. We have some space in our inventory.
Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search.
I can eat that.
Hope that radio tower.
The food meter can actually go over 100. The water meter cannot.
Should be able to use this.
There you go, some titanium. We need copper as well. Go. 4 ribbon plants. More titanium. Until I get a knife, I won't get that mesh, fiber mesh to make the tank. I'll be stuck on 45 seconds of air. Okay, but I know there are some plants somewhere in that direction. I don't have a compass yet, so I don't know where north is, or any direction is, but yeah, there are the plants. I think you always start in exactly this place, or at least around this little rock. So I'll need to take a few oil sacks, I think they are. These pinkish red
cache nearby.
thingies. Yep, there's an emergency supply cache over there. We're gonna check it out in a second. The creepvine seed clusters. I think I need like 4
New
of them.
blueprint synthesized.
Start. And we can make the silicone rubber out of them. We need that for the knife, I think, and for some other stuff. Didn't find any ribbon plants yet, so can't make batteries. I could look for them. Usually in the caves around here. Ooh, and also some quartz. Make glass. We need 2 of them for 1 glass. I think we need the glass for the flashlight. Probably not the scanner. I definitely want to scan all the things. I don't think I'll be reading through all the PDA logs and whatnot. I did that on my own playthrough, and it just takes a long time. I can look at them if you'd like. So, I don't have any fins yet as well, and yeah, I needed silicone for the fins. It's weird that she got to this planet, she knew what this planet is, that it's full of water, but she didn't grab any fins beforehand. At least she has a swimming suit. She knew, at least in part, where she was going.
Ribbon plants contain electrolytic materials that can be used in energy storage.
And we need 1 more ribbon plant. I hear some fishies already. I think the fear of the ocean was called thalassophobia. Oh, good thing I don't have it. But some of the fishies are certainly spooky. Especially the Leviathan class species. That Subnautica is really a relaxing experience that I enjoy very much. It does get a bit annoying if you want to rush through things and forget one or 2 of the different materials, but overall it's fine. So, time to refine some of the stuff. Oh, we needed 1 for 2 silicone rubber, so I actually got too much. But then we'll be able to make lubricant. So, the knife, first and foremost, very important survival tool. Then we can make 2 batteries and some glass. We have the scanner and the flashlight. But I mustn't forget the fins. I'll actually make a second silicone rubber there. Oh, I got way too much of those seed clusters. Wow. No fins. We'll be able to move faster now with those. Did I make the scanner already? Did I make glass? Probably not. I'll check just to, well, it should show up on my hotbar, so make a scanner. And make a flashlight.
I have a scanner.
There we go. Now, to set all the things up. Scanner on 1, knife on 2, or the other way around. I'll put it the other way around. I like to have my weapons on the first slot. Scanner on the second, because I'll be using it a lot. And flashlight on the third. She put on the fins already. They enhance the swim speed by approximately 15%. So now we just need the compass. Can we make it? Yet no, we need 2 silver ore and 2 copper ore. The compass will really be useful. I should also make a few... I can't make them yet. A few beacons. Because beacons are super useful to mark locations. I usually just skimp out on them, but it's not a very good idea. You should just make lots of them for later and use them whenever you can. Let's drink some water. So do I look for the copper and the silver now, or do I wait? On copper, you can scan the bladderfish. Yeah, fishy. For titanium, we need copper. Yeah, so these guys have a chance of containing copper. Back in Subnautica 1, or just Subnautica, I think it was a little bit different. Well, so most of the resources have actually been changed. You know, it's a different environment and whatnot. But these plants are really nice. They give you oxygen when you pop their little bubbles. They don't always get you back to full, but they do give a lot. And there's some table coral that we'll need later on. Not now, but it's good to remember where it is. Back in Subnautica, they were just everywhere in the safe shallows area. But here you actually have to go out a little while, a little way.
Warning. Passing
So
100
the
meters.
Galena outcrops
Oxygen
have
efficiency decreased.
lead. We need silver. Oh, and we got some unknown Morse code. That's the SOS code, right?
That sounds like a distress call.
I know that much.
Transmission of unknown origin.
You can scan
Source
the coral
of
bridge.
transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
Oh, I don't remember where you get silver. I think it's down in the monkey cave. So there are sea monkeys in the game, and monkeys are very fun. They can give you gifts. I think they used to be able to just steal your stuff, but I don't think they can do that anymore. We need 2 creepvine samples for the mesh. So we'll get that, and we can have a bigger oxygen tank then. There we go. Then I'll check out the emergency supply cache. We need a couple of things. We need a rebreather to be able to go down deeper than 100 meters, because below 100 meters your oxygen efficiency decreases, and you start using up more oxygen than normal, than 1 per second. That's obviously pretty bad. So, what do I want? Fiber mesh. I don't know why you need a fiber mesh for the oxygen tank, but it is what it is.
Adding
There we
additional
go.
blueprints to your databank.
Oh, and we got the repair tool
Standard
for some
oxygen
reason.
tank can be upgraded for deluxe and VIP breathing.
VIP breathing, huh? Well, we'll need the repair tool. But crystalline sulfur. Yeah, usually in the previous Subnautica game, you just went the crashfish nests, I think they were called, and they had the sulfur in them. Here you actually need to go north or south. I think it was north. To an island where there's lots of sulfur. But all in due time. So now we can go to the emergency supply cache. It shows me. Oh, there we go. So we have 30 seconds of extra oxygen. It's gonna be very helpful. Let's scan all the fishies. Yeah, fish. Boomerang fish. Got one. Oh, and is there a bullseye shroom? A shelf coral and a few sea glide fragments. There are lots of those. The game really wants you to have a sea glide, and for a good reason. But later on, when you scan them, they just give you 2 titanium.
Blueprint synthesized.
Yeah, an Arctic peeper. Scan it, and now I can. Well, I lost it. But this is a Titan holefish. It's a beautiful thing. Look at its dumb little face. I love it. And you can actually replenish your oxygen from them. But they have these little symbiotes around them that want to bite you. You can actually grab them and eat them. They are aggressive little fish.
New creature discovered.
We can
Oxygen.
scan a penguin. They're just penguins. Oh, there's a brine wing. Those guys shoot out freezing projectiles. I don't want to get frozen.
Oxygen.
I'll actually want to replenish my oxygen, because the Titan holefish don't give as much as the oxygen plant, and there's a snowstorm. The visibility and those things is terrible. And that's a creature egg. Or, well, it looks like a symbiote egg, but not sure. There they are. Nasty little things. Can I swim through here, or probably have to go around here? Not a big deal. Don't know what that egg would be. You can actually pick up the eggs and use them in a biogenerator. You just grind them up into paste, and I don't know, burn the paste or something, and you have energy. And this is a sea monkey. Hello, little fella. Ah. Yep, and I got frozen. When you get frozen, I think you have to spam the left and right mouse click to defrost yourself quicker. Oh, I can scan the light stick. Nice. And there you see another sea glide fragment. Those are just to give you more titanium. Again, the game really wants you to have some of those blueprints, so it scatters a lot of them everywhere. But some of the blueprints are fairly rare. Okay, so medkit, blah, some water. I think that's the big water, and a beacon.
Use
Pick up the
beacons to
beacon.
mark traverse territory. Show or hide the signals of your choice with your Xenoworks PDA.
Yep, we'll
Now
definitely
it's surface
use
support.
lots of those. And this is a sea monkey cave. Oh, there are still crashfish nests. They just don't
Warning.
contain
30
sulfur
seconds of
anymore.
oxygen remaining.
Or do they? Hold up. Did they change that? I swear they didn't have those inside previously.
Oxygen.
Well, at least we'll have a repair tool. Gotta get up. Or I'll drown. You actually have a little bit of time after you run out of oxygen, where you can still get up. But we'll go back into the sea monkey caves, because they actually have some nice little blueprints there. Oh, and that's a gravity trap. I never use those. The stasis gun from Subnautica 1 was way better than those. Kelproot. Scan all the things. Don't think there are any dangerous creatures in here, despite the sound, so we're safe. Ah, there's a neat little cave. Some radiant sea coral. Scan all this. And that is an argentite outcrop, which are still there. And actually, when you scan the thing... Oh, no! No! Ah, damn it.
Some of the wildlife down here is very grabby.
I could actually just grab it. I'm sorry, monkey. I'm really sorry. I feel bad. I didn't want to hurt the monkey. I just wanted my scanner back. Oh well. The collaborate outcrops give you gold. And yeah, as I said, when you scan
Warning.
the things,
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
you actually get told what they give you. And that is a spinfish, I think it's called. It spins. Or maybe a starfish? Yeah, a spinnerfish. It's a ball that spins. It moves around by spinning. Root pustule. Highly reactive compounds. I'm sure that'll be
30
helpful
seconds
later.
of oxygen remaining.
Okay, and did I drop it or did I pick it up? Oh well. The oxygen plants actually glow,
Oxygen.
so they're easy to spot in the caves. Give you 30 seconds of oxygen.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Oh, and actually, this is right at the 100-meter barrier, so I shouldn't go any deeper. Oh, but I need to find an oxygen plant quick. When you die, you drop all of the stuff you picked up since your last visit to our safe space. Oh, so we got some silver, and yeah, we can just swim up from here.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Quite far away from the pod. No big issue. We'll just go over there, and the inventory is full. Oh well. The live fish cannot spoil. Once you cook them, they can actually spoil. That's why I didn't cook them yet. I'll drink the filtered water. Always try and keep topped off with water and food. Once we make a sea glide, we'll move a lot faster. Let me assure you. Narrow leaf, pink narrow leaf. You can scan quartz. It's just quartz. Man, once we get a sea truck and a prawn suit, and we're cooking. Oh, no snowstorm. Yep, can't see anything. Visibility is way better in the water. Hop inside. And what do we need? Deployables. Sea glide, battery, lubricant, copper wire. The beacons are pretty cheap, just copper and titanium. Light stick, deployable lighting, but it needs a battery. So we can make a repair tool. It's gonna be useful later on. Some of the fishes. Oh, fish. And we can make a computer chip. let's get the wiring kit done and the copper wire to make a compass. I honestly cannot live without a compass. I need something to relate to when I'm going around. Yeah, and now we have the compass right below the depth meter. We need one more copper wire, a battery, and lubricant, but we have lubricant. So copper wire, battery, 2 ribbon plants, 3 copper ore, and that's it. Let's go look for those. 2 ribbon plants, 3 copper ore. Copper? Titanium. Soon enough we'll have lots of titanium, and we'll need to do something about it. But for that, we'll need to construct a base. Bases are a nice resource sink. I usually build 2 bases. One over here, and a second one on land. But you can build as many bases as you want. I probably just don't want to deal with building so many bases. I need 2 more copper, and I have only 3 inventory space. Okay, so X. I think it's a 50-50 chance, but I could be wrong on that. Back in Subnautica, you had titanium scrap everywhere that you could turn into 4 titanium. It was a really nice way to acquire it. But here you don't have that luxury. That's why I think the game gives you lots more titanium out of everything. Because the different outcrops in the previous game later on just gave you minerals and I think no titanium at all. But here they always give you titanium or something else. Come on. Copper. Copper. And a neat little trick you can do is you can actually get yourself a charged battery. Hey Matlabs, how you doing? Long time no see. A neat little trick you can do is if like me you have a little bit drained battery in a thing, you can use a fully charged battery in it, and then for crafting something else, oh, I need copper wire. You can use the drained battery, even if it's at 0% charge, it's actually gonna charge when you craft the thing. Or at least I think that's the case. We'll see once I construct the Sea Glide.
The Sea Glide is a personal transportation
Let's
device
see.
used for
Oh no,
high-speed
I
free
actually...
travel. Contains a built-in light and
My mistake. I swear you used to be able to do that. Well, now you can't cheat battery power for yourself. Let's cook some fishes. Fishes. We have to eat. The symbiotes, well, they actually give a lot. Let's put away some of the stuff, like some lead we don't need, the gold, the silver, most of those flares, and this root pustule. So, question is, where do we go? Well, I feel like I got so used to having a direction in my games that when you get a game like Subnautica where it just throws you and tells you to do whatever you want, it gets confusing sometimes. Oh, well, I got my first vaccine shot this Tuesday. Glad you're feeling better. The first shot didn't give me much trouble. How was it with you? Was the second shot like a lot worse than the first one? Well, actually, I don't quite remember where to go. I think I can go and well, hold on. I think it actually tells me somewhere in the data bank. where I can go. Personal log. Distress call? No, that's not the thing. Geological data? No. Survival. Heck? Nothing of the sort, huh? Now we'll just have to explore. Yeah, so, same with me. Like, the first shot, I felt a little tired and down on, like, the second day after the shot, but it wasn't too bad. I'm back to full strength, I guess. Which makes me happy, because I can work out again. But, that is strange. But again, I'm glad you're feeling better. Ooh. Well, at least you got that behind you now. And hopefully soon we can return to a normal life again. That'll be nice. But we have the sea glide. I love the sea glide. Lets you zoom around everywhere. And this thing is a shark. I want to go below the 100-meter mark. I like it for a little bit. I just want to scan
100 meters.
A brute shark.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, but they can bite your butt off if you're not careful. This game is really nice. I played through it front to back earlier this year, but after I decided streaming, I thought that hey, today it was supposed to be finished and come out, so I wanted to try it out on stream. It's really nice. The first game had a rocky start with some bugs and whatnot, but it came out to be a great game. It recently became free on PS4, and my dad is a big PS4 gamer, and since, you know, I am a gamer, it feels weird to say, he called me often to ask about where do I find this, what do I do about this, and it was nice, it was adorable. Finally we had something to talk about in common. They really shouldn't be down here, and without the rebreather, but this right here is a technology chip. And this is actually the chip for the rebreather. So no, I was incorrect. I was supposed to be down here. Now that we have it, I can go back to my pod, craft the thing. Oh, I can still hear it behind me. Gone. Okay, it let me be. Oh my. Now that I have the sea glide, I don't really need the flashlight, but I'm going to keep it as just a second battery, a backup battery. Why not? And with the rebreather, we can actually explore a lot. We can go and check out the distress signal. Does it give me a beacon or whatever? No. But you may have seen there were some weird green glowing thingies down there. Now we're gonna check out soon. Let's enter the base. And in equipment, yep, we have the rebreather. So we need a wiring kit. We can make that right now. We have 2 silver. We can make the silicone. And I'll just need to go for... wrong thing. For the mesh. So, about west-southwest are these things. These creep lines. You can harvest. We need 2. Or 1 piece of mesh. Come back to the pod. I can't wait to get the sea truck. Sea truck is so nice. Like the sea moth in the first game was cool and all. The Cyclops was amazing, but the sea truck is like a sea moth and a Cyclops. Super versatile. It has lots of cool things you can attach to it. I didn't actually explore all of them when I first played. I didn't make a teleporter for it. The aquarium module was great. Just gave you free food. Ah, we have the rebreather.
The rebreather facilitates extensive free diving by recycling air more efficiently at significant depths. Breathe the freedom.
There we go. And down south is the shark pit, where we can go and finally dip down below 100 meters. And we can also check out the monkey caves now, more in depth. Okay, plant, why not? Oh! He's been waiting for me. Oh my. I don't remember there being so many ribbon plants. How cold is it? Probably below 0. Don't know how much. Well, the game doesn't actually tell you, does it? You only have a temperature meter where when you freeze to death, but other than that, oh, there's the green thing, the green beacon swords. Just gotta follow those. There's another one. Another oxygen plant. And if you guys enjoy Subnautica Below Zero, we could actually make this a regular thing. And when we're done with it, I recently bought another game similar to this called Breath Edge. That is basically the same concept as Subnautica, but in space. Where you have a talking chicken as your guide instead of the PDA, like here. But not the first alien ruins. And it actually opened for us. Oh, can I scan the spider robot?
Critical.
Hello? Is someone there?
In a manner of speaking. We're running out of time.
How interesting that the facility speaks English.
What is all this?
Seeking emergency storage medium.
I can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
This is gonna get interesting pretty soon.
Identified. We will be lost unless we find a new host. Can you help?
Can you use my PDA for storage?
You are not with the group from before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal.
Let's pick up the iron cubes.
No,
Wanna
my
mass it?
equipment is borrowed.
And let's actually scan one of them. Iron cubes. It's a special tool that will help us later. And there it is. A big alien cube.
How long have you been stored here?
No spoilers, please. I know what happens, but not everyone may know. I know the game's been technically out for a while, but please keep the spoilers to yourself.
Transfer is completed.
Yes, okay. Hurrying.
Well, from what we know currently, they just want a storage, so our PDA could do, right?
Storage medium.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Brace? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm terribly sorry for that. You were talking about it like you knew. But I guess it was pretty obvious, wasn't it?
Transfer complete.
They are aliens.
How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my head?
The facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You are in my head? I offered you my PDA! Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components.
My mind is not a component.
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me.
The alien is so nonchalant about all this.
This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
Let's scan the architect containment cube. And there we go. We have an alien in our head. Let's do something about it. The next remote is on Monday and Tuesday. You can check out the schedule down below. I want to do just random games over the weekend. I have lots of games I want to play, and I never really was a one game type of guy. I just love games. I love playing different games. All of them, from RPGs to strategy games, puzzle games, adventure games, platformers, all of it. And, well, Below Zero came out just today, so I had it on my radar for a little while. I wanted to wait until it actually came out. So, now that we have the alien, let's explore a little bit. I don't think... Oh, I actually do know where we can go. There is this chasm down below. We can go down here and explore. We have the rebreather, so now we don't have a depth limit. So until you get the rebreather, it's 100 meters, but after you get it, it's infinite. But there is this squid shark. I want to scan it, but at the same time, it's fairly spooky. I think it wants to eat me. Okay, just let me scan it. Oh. And let's look for air and blueprints. Are there air plants in here? Oh. Oh, nope, there are. There are. Ow!
Warning.
Ow! Ow!
30
Ow!
seconds
Ow!
of
No!
oxygen
No! No! The plants over here can grab you. Yeah, these things. Ooh, but ooh, yeah. Now we have the C-Track modules. Oh, I want a C-Track so bad. C-Track is amazing. Storage module. So, down in this chasm, I think you got storage modules, fabricator modules, but for the C-Track itself, you have to go a little bit further away. Another fabricator module fragment. Ooh. I don't want to die. I know what I'm doing, but it's still a little bit stressful when a giant squid shark is coming after you with its tentacles and things. Oh, yeah. These things? Can I scan you? Yeah, it's a spiky trap. I just want to scan you. Okay, no. Leave me be. Phew. Let's go up. Grab some oxygen. I think I'm missing one more storage module fragment. If I find it here, that'd be nice. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Oh, there it is. God damn it. I think if you pull out the knife you can get rid of it faster, but I was scanning something. Yeah, these, you can see, they bury themselves, and then, oh. be fine here, right? He is too thick to come... Oh, I don't think he is too thick. Maybe? Just leave me be, please. And just scan things. I have scanned a thermal vent. We can use for power if we were to construct a base here. I don't know why would you, but oh. I can drop. I can drop. More vents. These are quite hot. Where am I? There's a fragment. It's a fabricator module fragment. Well, I'll scan it to get rid of it. Oh, we actually didn't have the fabricator module. Do we have the... Yeah, we still need one storage module. Yep, I am in the ocean. But where exactly in the ocean? The ocean's a big place. And besides, well, I can always just go up to get out of the cave. But
Warning. 30 seconds of
I
oxygen
don't know
remaining.
which parts of the cave I haven't explored yet. And again, there is a storage module somewhere in here. Also, is it just one squid shack, or are there two? And my thingy ran out of power. I had to switch out the battery. Thankfully, we found one over here. I just want the one storage module and get out of here. Oh! There is an alien thing! I didn't know that was a thing.
What is more than just an artifact. It will help me follow the traces my people left on this planet.
An
I'm
obelisk.
glad it could help.
I know you would still prefer me to have a corporeal form of my own.
Well, yes.
If you continue searching, I may regain some of my connection to the network.
What is
piece
this
by piece.
tunnel? How big is this cave even? Oh! There are some fragments. Is this an unexplored part of the cave that I haven't seen yet? Yep, there definitely are two. I see now. Fabricator module. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. Now we just need the sea truck itself. Let's get out of here. So, in this cave, you can find diamonds, some lead, and gel sacks. And all of these things are going to be useful later on. But I don't want to pick them up yet. I don't know how many I'll exactly need. I think my neighbors are cooking something. It smells half burnt, but half not bad. Lead, silver, eh. Starting to smell better and better. I don't remember where you can actually find the sea truck itself. Maybe it's somewhere around here since the modules were down below. Yeah, I played Subnautica 1, I think a year ago. Back when I got this chair. I was playing Subnautica and my old chair was really bugging me because it was all broken down and well, old. So when it arrived, I was right in the middle of playing Subnautica, so I went to get it, put it together, and it's a complicated chair, so I was really tired, but I could have just, you know, sit in it and relax. And I don't know what it smells like. It smells nice, that's all. I can smell like maybe a tomato sauce. Maybe they're making spaghetti. They say fat people have a better sense of smell, and as bad as that sounds, I kind of agree. But oh, and we can answer the
I
calls.
understand this arrangement is undesirable to you.
You're not real. Go away.
To go, we require a suitable body for transfer.
Why do you keep saying we? How many of you are there?
One of us and all of us. We do not think of ourselves as individual, distinct.
Why don't you start by telling me who you are?
You may append your seed code to my species designation. Please call me Al.
My whole life I've been dying to meet a sapient spacefaring alien up close, and you're telling me your name is Alan?
Is it insufficient?
No, it's fine. It's perfect. Where are you from, Alan?
Your kind calls us architects.
The precursor race? But what are you doing here?
That is a long story. Perhaps you would prefer
Yeah,
some construction.
I opened the equipment, but
Yes.
the dialogue was still
Right,
going in the
absolutely.
background.
How do we get you out of my head?
I have added the information to your data bank. You will
Oh,
notify
do you mean the
Any idea
obelisk?
where I can find them?
It is unclear. I have been disconnected from my network for so long I cannot locate the coordinates.
Yeah, you probably mean the obelisk. Usually, you were supposed to receive the call from Alan, and then he periodically just tells you where the different artifacts are. You can go and find them. But I just found it on my own. So where do I actually want to go now? I could try and explore above ground. I know there is a base here somewhere. I think it may be somewhere over there. I can actually hop on those ice sheets. And we can scan a pangolin. You can actually pick up the pangolin. Oh, I forgot it was straight into the inventory. Yeah, we can have a pangolin. You can't eat it or anything, and the big penguins get mad if you pick up their baby. So I gotta let go. Yeah, you can't cook the pangolin. Can't eat them. But they are cute. You can hold them. Later on, when you swim around with the aquarium module for your sea truck, you can catch a few penguins, and it's actually pretty bad because you can't cook them. You gotta go and then release them. But there should be the base here somewhere. Maybe I gotta go down. And then we have another sea monkey. And this is a frost anemone. And this is its heart, which you can eat. It's actually very nutritious, or just being a plant. It gives you lots of water as well. Now we have a Titan Hallfish. You can actually swim through these. And they give you oxygen. I'm gonna heal up with the first aid kit. It's a little bit of a waste, but I don't plan on getting hit often, so not too big of a deal. Let's keep looking. Oh, I actually think, yeah, you gotta go below the waterline. And yeah, then you can come up in this cave, yeah. Okay, so we have a beacon. Let's pop it down here. Edit its name. I know it's a base here, but I don't remember which base, so we'll check that out. There you can see forklifts. I think it's 0, yeah. More lilies. They just give you heat when you come near them, because you lose heat when you're above the water. For some reason, you don't lose it as much when you're in the water. Well, the water doesn't dissipate heat as quickly as air, but it's still cold, right? It's cold everywhere. This is nice little snowman. You can destroy the snowman, but I won't. It's pretty. And you don't get the rebreather if you destroy it anyway, so... Oh, this. This is a prawn suit. This is the big boy. We want that. Well, we need a few more parts of it. And I know where we can find them. But it's gonna take us a while. I just want the sea truck, to be honest, but I don't remember where its fragments are. But we can go inside the base. We can actually scan the different base pieces. So we'll be able to build them later on. For our own base. Well, this scans really slowly. There we go. Let's go inside.
What did Volterra use this place for?
Anything.
Researchers here were trying to find me.
Oh, a cube. Anything scannable? Oh, this. It's a modification station. One of the most useful things in this game. It will allow us to upgrade the oxygen tank, the knife. Oh, and we even gained the control room technology. That's nice. Some story in the form of PDAs.
Lil wanted to know too much
Aquarium.
about pets. I could not let her. She was, what do you call them, Volterran.
What did you think she would do to you?
She might have discovered the gateway to our home world. I thought it wiser not to take the chance.
Kitchen. Yeah, we can scan all the different furniture pieces, and we can just decorate our base when we build it. The coffee vending machine can actually give you coffee, which gives you heat if you need it. I'm going to pick up all posters.
From Xenoworks following a lengthy discussion at the annual company retreat 3 years ago. This poster is technically contraband.
Oh no. What are they gonna do? I'm alone on this planet. So, anything else in this base? Oh, a jukebox disc. And the water filtration machine. When we build a base, we can plop this down, and it will periodically give us water and salt. Because, yeah, the whole planet is covered in an ocean, and all the water is salt water. Which you can't, well, you can, but it's not healthy to drink directly, so the machine just basically separates the salt from the water, gives you both. Same thing you can do with water to separate it into hydrogen and oxygen. Or rust, and you can separate that into iron and oxygen, you know, all that fun chemistry stuff. Chemistry is lots of fun, right? No. But it is interesting. It's just so complicated. A lot of posters. Single bed. Can't pick those up. I can scan this office chair. Lots of things to scan. A window. Oh, windows are actually a good thing to have. They bring down the structural soundness of your base.
Sam's space?
But they give you light.
What was she doing all the way out here?
Yeah, so we play as Robin. Robin had a sister called Sam, and Sam had a cat. I don't remember how it was called, but the cat doesn't have a paw. It has a robo paw, which is adorable. This is the greenhouse. Here we have indoor grow beds and a lantern tree. And the lantern tree is actually an amazing way to get food once you get it. So I want to... oh, can I? Don't think I can. Usually if you strike the fruit with a knife, you just get a seed, but doesn't look like that's the case here. Oh well, I will keep it. Oh, it's weird that even though the game came out, the poster doesn't have an icon. That is weird. Oh, we can scan the glass dome. Again, all the glass just gives you lighting for the rooms, but it does bring down the structural soundness of the whole base. Then you need to reinforce it, but it's fine. So, I think that's all for this base. That's a sea glide fragment. No, we don't need that. Oh, the prawn suits that I scanned already. Oh, and a builder fragment. That's gonna be important. Yeah, now we can actually go and build a base. I think here to scan those cargo crates can contain different things. Oh, and with the habitat builder we unlock the battery charger, which is very useful. And the bioreactor. And the advanced wiring kit. Ooh. Power transmitter, yeah, lots of base related stuff. Make me warm. Mammal Lily. There we go. Is there anything here? I know what's here. Yep, there's a green glow. Telltale sign of the aliens. In the caves, you also don't lose any heat. There it is. We can't enter it yet, but there should be some things around it. Or not. Well, there is a coffee machine. Okay, good to hear. I know that the chat is a little bit slow, but you don't have to talk if you don't like to. I know some people just leave streams on as ASMR. So, hey, I just want you guys to have fun. Okay? I am having fun. And we're all happy. The floodlight is a nice source of light. But yeah, we can't pass through here yet. Or can we? Yeah, I have the alien in my head, so I can probably pass through all this.
It is architect technology. Standard for my people.
Well, nothing that your people do is standard to me. What is it?
This facility provides the means for rapid travel.
It's a teleporter, he means.
Seems to be inactive.
Without a vessel of my own, this site is not of any great utility.
I see.
Oh, really? So, do you have the explanation? Because I know that water has a greater heat capacity, I think it's called, than air. It just basically means that the water gains and loses heat slower. That's why in the evenings, if you live by a lake or whatever, in the evenings the water can still be hot. Well, not hot, but warm. Yeah, of course. But you can sometimes find some nice arguments for it. Oh, really? You live in Florida? Well, you're the first American on my stream, I think. Unless MathLabs is also American. But I mostly get Europeans. I had an Australian once. It's interesting how there are people from all over the world. Oh yeah, you know what I mean. Oh really? Well, isn't it like before, not noon? No, noon for you guys. Is it still morning? I think the US is 6 hours behind where I live. Yeah, exactly 6 hours from where I live. I guess it also depends where in the US you live. It's a big place, but well,
Dangerous.
that's nice.
Weather approaching.
I thought I wouldn't get many Americans just because, you know, it's so early for them. You guys got work and school and all that, but hey, it's nice. Florida itself has 3 time zones. That's crazy. My whole country and probably like 2 or 3 countries, well, 5 or 6 countries has the same time zone. Okay, you mean the whole US? Yeah, that makes more sense. But yeah, the US is a big place. Now we have some blueprints, so I can go and build a base. I want a simple base for now. Because in a base you have more options than just in a pod. Oh, the penguins swimming by. And I want to put down the modification station.
Unique identifier, Delta Station Dock.
Yeah, I usually make
This is the place Lil
2
mentioned in her
bases. So one main base just near the pod. One base on the surface where there's a big area that you have to explore. And I never bothered to make a deep base just because this game doesn't go very deep. At least not until the very end. But still not that deep as the first game.
We just talk to each other.
Do you not find that primitive? We exist as data. We are all aware of each other's thoughts and needs. Scientific endeavors are accomplished much more smoothly this way.
There's more to life than research, Alan. I can't lie. Work would go faster if I could read my colleagues' minds, but thoughts are private, and people have their own inner lives. People change and need space to think.
Space helps you think. I find that being separated from my network is very quiet.
What do you mean by quiet?
Imagine 1,000 strings, each playing its own range of notes, none louder than the others. Each one builds harmony, a continuous thrum in the background of existence. I am now a lone string in search of familiar harmony.
Oh, the game dialogue cut off there for a second. Don't know what happened. Yeah, Alan is definitely very alien for our standards. But we gotta get down to the shack bit and find 2 table coral samples so I can start building a base. Last time I played through Below Zero, I built the base just on the edge of this pit, so when you eventually put down a moon pool, you can actually get to it. Because if you put down a moon pool on a flat surface, you cannot access it. Oh, and also, we need more silver. And what are you? I think it's a sea truck fragment, yeah? Oh, that's great. Yeah, we need 2 more, but it's good to start working on that. I need more of those. I am probably blind and missed a couple of those already, but oh, this is a nice little base piece. A high capacity O2 tank.
New blueprint synthesized.
That's also a thing I wanted to find. We have to build a fragment
30
already,
seconds of oxygen
so we don't need that.
remaining.
Where's the bull shack? Silver. I need silver for a wiring kit. Can I find an air plant? There we go. So there are the alien ruins. But if the sea truck piece was somewhere over there, there could be more nearby.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Well, it's hard to say. At the end of Subnautica, you do escape, you do get to the station, but the Altera Corporation finds your character for every single thing he got on that planet. So every little piece of titanium, every little piece of copper you got, they find him for it. And so he ends up with a bill of like 2 billion. So it's a guess what happens to him, but at least he's alive. For that moment. We just don't know. And I don't think there are any Easter eggs. Well, that depends. In a way, he became... Well, he could have become a hero. As you know, he found this precursor race and he got rid of a deadly virus. So now they can explore all the different planets, and that's got lots of value for the corporation, in my opinion. But maybe they did forgive him his debt. Maybe he's still slaving off and trying to pay it back. But ooh, a mineral detector. Yeah, there's a nice little unmarked platform just to southeast of the pod. Yeah, I tend to think people are better than they actually are. The Altera Corporation probably just did screw him over. I don't think you can actually go in the cave. Can I leave? Okay, I can leave. But I still need one piece of silver and some different fragments. We have a beacon fragment already. Well, a beacon blueprint. You want to see if it'll zap me? Okay, I can do that. I don't think it will, but oh, it actually does. It actually does. Whew. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, wait. Ooh, yes, seawater. Salt in the water lowers its freezing point. Yeah, but this is water, and there is salt in the water, like salt. We know because the water filter exists. So yeah, that makes sense. -2 is still plenty cold, but I guess it's not that cold. Yeah, the air could be very much colder. Ah, but I'm still trying to look for the sea truck fragments. I just want the sea truck so bad. Yeah, there's the base. Do I have a hatch? I should have a hatch. It's one of the most basic building pieces. I'm just... well, not running, but swimming around like a headless chicken looking for that thing. Oh! Yeah, there's one. Running low on oxygen, but it's fine. We only need one more. Minus 21.1 degrees Celsius? What do you mean? Like, there is a temperature set for this planet? The developers actually state that that's the case? To freeze salt water. But I guess that also depends on the concentration of salt in the water. So like MATLAB said, regular seawater on planet Earth freezes at below -2. But if you put just a bunch of salt in a glass, basically to a point where it stops the dissolving anymore, you could bring it a lot more. Yeah. How much percentage of salt is in regular seawater on Earth by average? Can you guys look that up? Damn, we're getting scientific here. But I find that stuff interesting. While I still look for the sea truck fragment, we need one more. Right? Like, one more? Yeah, one more. And the sea truck is amazing. If you haven't seen it, oh boy, you're missing out. Just need to find it, come on. I even got the two most important modules for it, so... just need to find the thing itself. Is that it? Or are those just lights? Oh, no, 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 no. Let me go! The battery ran out at the worst possible time. But when I construct a base, I can make a battery charger in it. So then we'll have the batteries back to full. Thankfully. It's driving me nuts. There's probably a different place with the sea truck fragments, but I want it now. God damn it. Well, I'm way below 100 meters, so maybe it is a bit higher up. Oh, and we also need this thing. Yeah, the mobile vehicle bay. So, well, there's a second piece. So we need one piece of the sea truck and one piece of the mobile vehicle bay. And we're back near the base.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Could it? All the fragments were actually right next to it, so... I think that the rest is somewhere in the area. Above 100 meters. Yeah, it definitely varies a little, but yeah, that's a lot of difference. 3.5% against 23% is a huge difference. So being really generous with how much salt is in the 4546b ocean, I don't like. We could give it 5 or 6%. This would be what, -5 the freezing point? -6 C? Well, the water definitely would be warmer than the air in that case. Where's the thing? I keep going back to this place. Maybe I should just let it go. I probably should have just let it go a long time ago. But I don't know what I'm looking for. Well, I know what I'm looking for, but I don't know where to look for it. Yeah, maybe exploring some different places would be better. Let's just go to the pod over there. Build the base. Recharge some of the batteries. And check out the Delta Station dock.
Oxygen.
Yeah, oxygen. I know. I gotta breathe. Ugh, imagine being human and having to breathe. I think I want to put the base over here. It's a nice place for it. So the moon pool will stick out over in that direction. That's how I'll do it. Do I have everything for that? Wait. I didn't pick up the silver.
Zero is where your sister worked her final days on the 4546B. It is quite isolated.
Yeah, I know the brightest ideas can flourish in the middle of nowhere, but this is
damn it.
practically off the map. A lot of people would love to get paid to sit around and do nothing. Not Sam. She must have been miserable out here. And they have the nerve to call her negligent. I think they drove her to an extreme.
They also motivated me to change my behavior.
Because they drove you into hiding?
I had calculated that they might be well placed to answer my distress signal. But I came to suspect their motivations were not aligned with mine.
So you made yourself harder to find.
It was a calculation.
Yeah, that's what I said right at the beginning. I think you weren't there, but it's weird that no water comes in there when she hops in. And even the regular hatch is just like a hatch. It's not. Let's drop one titanium. Don't really need it. It's a hatch, not a proper airlock. And hey, it's a game mechanic. Subnautica definitely falls into an adventure game / survival game, but in my opinion mostly adventure game. Same with Outer Wilds. Do they have any entrances where you come up from the bottom, like in the first? What do you mean?
I have determined the location of
like
some
for the pod,
technology.
or for the
I'm
bases?
called to investigate.
Will this help us build you a body?
I do not know what we will find. I just know it is important.
Oh, high capacity O2 tank.
Signal
I
location
could make that.
uploaded to PDA.
Wiring kit and a computer chip. I need gold and copper wire. Now we can get that easily. I'll put away the iron cubes for now. And go grab the copper. Well, the first pod, the pod in the first game had two entrances. One from above, which was above the water line, and one from below, where you just come up and it's fine. But in here, you just have a door for the pod from the side. It's submerged, so. But then again, in the first game, when you built a base, you still had that hatch that, again, was just a door. But it's fine. I mean, to be fair, the bases in the first game, and in this game as well, did have draining systems. So maybe it just didn't tell you and it drained all the water while you were going in.
Oxygen.
You don't know, when you get low structural soundness of your base, and there are holes in it, and it starts to fill with water, and you gotta repair them and all that stuff, and then it drains, and what do I need for the Habitat Builder? Ah, the chip. And I need gold for that from my storage. There we go. Electronics, computer chip. It's future science magic, exactly. Yeah, it's just a game mechanic.
Adding emergency shelter blueprints to your databank.
Oh, and well.
With the builder tool, you can construct
Remove the
sea
battery
bases
from
raw
this.
materials, advising against exploring.
I know you want to capture more prisoners. It's just that I'm not the best RimWorld player out there.
Fabricate a module.
And I'm easily overwhelmed when 3 or 4 of my colonists get hurt, and they need medical attention, and also they need to rest, and I have a building project and all that. But I promise it's high up on my list of priorities. But I can build a base. I can build a multi-purpose room. But do I start by building... foundations need lead. Probably not. Yeah, put it facing south. I'm really meticulous about those things, and I should put it closer to the edge. Ah. I want it to be perfect. Your pawn's medical skills were definitely put to the test. Well, it's fine. It's, you know, it just remote. And me not being the best at it. But you definitely helped a lot. You can check out Monday or Tuesday if you'd like. Or you can just watch the VODs if you have the time. I always upload them to YouTube. Because I don't know what's Twitch's policy on keeping them. Does Twitch delete them after a while or what? Besides, you know, it's a way to keep my YouTube channel alive and maybe get some views, although no one watches my VODs on YouTube. Back when I was doing Risk of Rain 2 shorts, people watched that, they got a couple thousand views, and until the DLC comes out for Risk of Rain, I think I'm done with the game for now. I got 100% and I'm satisfied with that. Well, Puppeteer mod is just you guys. You do all the work in that. I try to just let you do your own thing. Oh, and this is perfect. I can put the hatch on the north side of the multi-purpose room, and it's facing straight to the pod. But now we also need some power. And I'm probably going to achieve that with the solar panels. They are a really nice way of getting some early power. But I need some copper for that. Yeah, and I played Oxygen Not Included yesterday. It was an absolute disaster. It was my first time playing the game. I flooded my septic tank with fresh water, and we had to drain it. And my colonist got sick quickly. I don't know what I'm doing. I figured out that you can mop up spills after like an hour. But it's a fun game. And actually, I was planning on trying a game similar to Oxygen Not Included called Hammerting, that yesterday actually dropped an update. A really big update. Hammerting is just basically like Oxygen Not Included, but with dwarves living in their mountain home. And I like the game. It's published by Team 17, you know, the Worms guys. And it's just a nice game. That first solar panel. Now we have some energy in our base. There we go. And now we can breathe inside.
Welcome aboard.
Yay!
All primary
It doesn't have much power capacity. Well, we can put down a bioreactor. Should probably start by popping down a fabricator though. Yeah. But I need more quartz for that. Oh, and also put down a couple of reinforcements. For that I need lithium. I know where to get lithium, but it's far away. It's really far away. So maybe I should start with the battery charger. Fabricator. First things first. We can always rip it off the wall later. Still need 2 copper. Got titanium. I also don't want to tag myself to any particular game on genre, because again, I just love games in all forms and all shapes and sizes. Just love games. I don't want to be known as the Rimworld guy or the Colony Builder Sim guy. I want to be known for me. Yeah, the Subnautica environments look really clean. One thing that kind of bugs me when I'm playing Sea of Thieves with my girlfriend and my friends is that all the things, no matter how pompous or whatever they are, all the things always have a little scratch or a little dent, and it's infuriating me that there's no perfect, you know, mint fresh weapon or piece of clothing. Oh, there's always a little tear. There's always something. But now I have an indoor grow bed. Do I still have? I still have the lantern fruit. I know it's askew, but use planter, switch container, and we have a food source. It's gonna stay like this until I get more of those. I just wanted to remove the fruit from my inventory because it was going to spoil eventually. But now let's also put down all the pictures. One here. Motivational poster. One thing at a time. Another poster. The early spy penguin concepts. Can put those right here. Another poster for the architect structures. And this will be our picture wall. There we go. Oh, the cat's called Potato. Yeah. It's a fitting name for a cat, if you ask me. So, battery charger. 2 silver, 2 copper. Always not enough copper. And you can put away things with E. Every game has different controls. Sea of Thieves, it's X to put down your tool or your weapon. In here, it's E, which is usually the interact key, unless the interact key is F. You get what I mean. And if you get used to one set of controls, it takes a little while to get used to the other. But I pretty much scoured this whole place for silver, so you won't find any more of it here. Maybe over this way. It also sucks when you don't get silver or gold or whatever you need and only titanium, and you're full on titanium. But again, that's probably because they removed the scrap. Well, I don't think they removed it completely, but I think there's just less of it. It's only in one place, in below zero, if I remember correctly. Come on, can I find any silver? I'm 200 meters below surface, and I only find lead. And a crushfish nest! Well, I get some gold while we're at it. Come on. Oh, 1 silver ore. Come on. Some more gold. Ah. Titanium and more titanium. We have lots of space. I think this cave has all the precious minerals, well, metals. Silver and gold are metals. Speaking of metals, once I get older, get a nice job, I'd love to just get a house, like a house, not a flat, and put a workshop next to it. Well, I could smith the whole day. Blacksmithing is fascinating to me. I've tried a little bit of it. I went to a woman actually who had a smithy near her house in my hometown. It was super hard to find. There's like no one who still practices blacksmithing in the whole country. There are maybe like 10 people. But just love the thought of it, you know? Just hammering away, piece of metal, shaping it to form. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, it just fascinates me. I also love smithing in games. In Kingdom Come Deliverance, which I'm playing through these couple, well, this last week actually. There's a nice little mechanic of repairing your weapons, where you can just pay a blacksmith to repair them for you. Or, if it's not a bludgeon, but a sword or an axe, you can actually go and sharpen it yourself, and you have this grind wheel, and you gotta, you know, go back and forth and sharpen it, you gotta press it down, keep it at a nice little angle, and constantly turn the grinding wheel. It's so much fun. It's such a little thing, but it's so neat for me. But, wiring kit and copper wire. And we'll finally have some power. There we go. Too bad it's night. So this will probably drain my power reserves. But what can you do about it? Empty the flashlight as well? Oh yeah. Would I call it the best blacksmithing system? Well, it's not technically blacksmithing system. You can't forge anything in the game. You can only repair the swords and axes. What would be the best blacksmithing system in a game I've seen? I don't know. Well, Gothic had a cool system where you, well, it's an old game, it's an old RPG, and it's a really niche RPG that only gets played in like Germany, Poland, and Russia. But it's my childhood game, and in there, if you wanted to smith a sword in Gothic 1, you had to take an iron bar. Gothic, it's literally just called Gothic. You had to take an iron bar, heat it up, hammer it, quench it, and I think sharpen it. No, you didn't actually have to sharpen it. Well, in Gothic 1 I think you had to, in Gothic 2 you just had to heat up the iron bar and hammer it. You didn't even have to quench it there. But it was neat. Other than that, I don't really know. You know, maybe I was thinking about playing through Gothic on stream maybe one day, but not many people know the game, and I don't know. The most popular reaction for the game is that the combat system is clunky, but honestly, it never was that way for me. I always just found it natural. You know, you hold, well, Control or left click if you were playing with the mouse. Then you press forward if you want to attack forward and do a combo. You press backwards if you want to block. Or you press left and right to swing left and right. Your stance changed the better your character got with weapon. Gothic was nice, but playing a mage was a pain in the ass. Give me a second, Kitty wants in. Oh no, don't you? Oh, come on, gotta say hi. Gotta say hi. Ah, she doesn't wanna. She doesn't wanna. You're probably just gonna lie on the bed on my clothes again. Aren't you? Yeah, she wants to be left alone. Ranger type, you actually played with a bow. Bows in the game were... I don't know, I never really got into them. For one particular reason. Yeah, you couldn't really go factionless. Maybe you're remembering something wrong. Or maybe you were thinking of a different Gothic game. You're probably thinking of Gothic 3. Which had a big continent. There was a desert down south. And a cold place called Nordmar up north. But the first two Gothic games were actually impossible to go factionless. I'm not calling you a liar, I just, you know... Maybe you're mixing it up. Yeah, so if you only played 1 and 2, then you definitely couldn't go factionless. Unless you didn't finish the game, because actually you... until you got to the second chapter of each game, you didn't have to choose a faction. But if you wanted to finish it, then you definitely had to choose a faction. I always loved the mercenaries, they were just the boys. Though, my first playthroughs were always with the old camp and in Gothic 2 with the town guard. Because they were the easiest and I was like 8 or 7 when I played through those games. Now, what am I doing? I'm not going to the base, I'm going to, well, the base, not the pod. Oh, and not having any batteries hurts. They should be charged up now.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
The gift of the sea monkey. Yeah, so the sea monkeys can actually give you gifts if you befriend them. Back in Gothic 1, yeah. There was a faction, it was the Swamp Camp. They praised the sleeper and they smoked weed, and you could actually just go and get free weed every day. Well, it was a faction. It was both a faction and a settlement. I never got with those guys because they had a really weird way of joining up with them. Because none of the gurus would actually talk to you, and you had to impress them somehow, and there were like 4 of them. For one, you just had to bring a follower that would join the camp. For one, you had to... I think talk with Lester, like near the guru, so he overheard you and accepted you, something like that. For one, you had to put one of his apprentices to sleep. What am I looking for? What do I need? Went out for water. Eggs. I need eggs. Or fish. But eggs are, well, without the sea glide, not the best idea. Let's make some water. I need eggs for the bioreactor. Then you'll have lots of power. One solar panel gives you 75 max power for your base. And one bioreactor gives you 500. But it only accepts bio stuff. I'll take the 95% battery. Yeah, Gothic 1 had an interesting ending. It had a really unusual boss fight, and the whole ending, well, the last chapter was really Zelda-like. You had this whole dungeon that you had to go through. Each of the well, there were puzzles. You had to shoot some buttons with an arrow. The shamans had different ways of killing them, I think. And you couldn't just smack the boss, you had to skewer its heart. Well, its hearts with the previously killed shaman mini-bosses. Then Gothic 2 was just a siege through the whole Irdorath castle. But yeah, all of the games, once you got to Chapter 2, required you to... Well, to get to Chapter 2 required you to join up with a faction. Oh, Gothic 1 and 2. Gothic 3 had a fluid faction system. And Gothic 4, I think you needed a faction in there as well. Not sure. Didn't really play much through Gothic 4. Back when it came out, but then... Nah. It's not the worst game. It just isn't Gothic. You mean... You mean for the first two games? Yeah, yeah, being a mage, being a mercenary, those were the factions. So back in well, in Gothic 1 it was a bit different. So you had three factions. You had the Old Camp, where you had fire mages, shadows, and guards. And it worked so you first became a shadow, and after Chapter 3, I think, you could advance to being either a guard or a fire mage for the Old Camp. In the New Camp, you had to be... I don't know what they're called in English. Rascals, I think? Those were just the shadow counterparts. Then you became a mercenary, and eventually you could become a water mage. And in the Swamp Camp, you became a novice. Then you could become a temple guard, and you didn't actually have an option to become a guru in that game, I think. But in Gothic 2, then it was pretty straightforward. You had the guards, the mercenaries, and the mages. And each of them had a few ranks, but it was mostly the same. Well, once you became a paladin, you had some magic, but not enough to be able to call yourself a mage. In Gothic 2, I definitely prefer the mercenaries. Mostly because if you join the mercenaries, you can smith yourself a nice ore sword. That is just crazy powerful. Especially if you go for two-handers, I think mercenaries are the better option. If you go for one-handers, then paladins are probably better. They just give you an ore sword that you can later consecrate to make it even more powerful. And you have some magic, you have some healing spells. Yeah, I could play it on stream one day. It was definitely my childhood game and I have fond memories of it. What do I need for my base still? The modification station. That's the most important thing for all of this. How am I oriented? Can I just go forward with the moon pool eventually? I'd probably want to go sideways with the moon pool. Okay, so if I go sideways with the moon pool, I can put down the modification station over here. This time try and make it as symmetrical as possible. Too bad there isn't a grid system. It should do. So I need diamonds, well, a diamond, some lead, and a computer chip. For the computer chip, I need 2 table coral samples and some copper wire. We can get those right now. We can also go down to the Squid Shark Cave. There should be some diamonds in there. I have one lead in back in the pod. I can pick up more lead in the caves. Oh, and there's the last mobile vehicle bay fragment. I were blind. I went through here like, I don't know, 6 times already? And I didn't see it. But I still need one sea truck fragment. Oh, and we have lead. Oh, please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Ooh. Gotta go down even deeper. There's a sea glide. There's some more stable coral. And back in Gothic 1, it actually didn't even matter what faction you choose. You always ended up as either the mercenary or the water mage. Just by the way it was constructed. The old camp eventually kicked you out, and same with the swamp camp. But the only camp was the new camp. And even they didn't like you by the end of the game, because you destroyed the ore pile. No one liked you at the end of Gothic 1. That's a fabricator module. I've been here already. Oh! You can find lithium in here! I didn't know that. I thought I had to go all the way to Delta Station. But I didn't. I'll pick up a few diamonds. Diamonds aren't really that important. Ah, damn it. Let's get out of here.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen.
Oh, but I still need 2 copper. Growing up, I was definitely an RPG fan. But even still, my mom's ex-boyfriend was a hardcore gamer, and he introduced me to both Gothic 1 and StarCraft 1. We used to play together, just friendly matches. And eventually he pirated me an offline copy of StarCraft 2, and I had lots of fun with that game, even though I only played on casual, because I was just a little kid. But that introduced me to strategy games. Yeah, Shadows in the old camp. So if you went with the old camp, then you first became a shadow, then after your first quest from Gomez to go and check out the rumors in the swamp camp, you could advance to being a guard, or you could go and become a mage. But there was a neat little trick you could do. So it worked in such a way that if you wanted to become a mage, you first had to go and talk to Milton. Milton went and asked his archmage guy for permission to accept you, and then he came back with the results. And so, if you first went to Milton to ask about becoming a mage,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
then you went to Thoris to become a guard. You could become a guard, buy the guard armor and everything, then go back to Milton and become a mage. And you were technically both a guard and a mage, so you could learn spells, but you also had the guard armor, which was way better than the mage robe. I remember lots of little secrets and tricks and stuff from the first 2 Gothic games. My first ever friend was a Gothic fan as well. He was Italian, but for some reason he really loved the Gothic games. And so we talked about them every day at school. Oh, and I have enough for the modification station. I could also make the high capacity O2 tank. But in here I only have the thermal blade available. The thermal blade is really amazing. And with this I could do the little trick where I use an empty battery because the thermal blade doesn't run out of charge. I just need 2 ribbon plants and 1 copper. Oh man, over here in Poland, like, Gothic was just huge. It was a huge hit. And people made machinimas, little skits from Gothic, so they set up all the NPCs. People got really in-depth at all the commands. Like, people did crazy stuff with just the base game of Gothic 2. Some modified all the different textures in the game. How'd you do it? And also, that's not very nice. Please don't do that in my games. And how'd you do it? I want to know, so maybe I could avoid it. Oh, yeah. I set up the Twitch toolkit. So you will be able to play with that. I don't know how to set it up the best way, but it worked. Military aid. What does that mean? Does it mean like someone... you send someone to help them and like a colonist joins and so you got just a buttload of colonists? And yeah, if it was only 1.5k for one event or whatever, you had 50k, and that's a lot. Oh yeah, then I'd imagine that crashes the game easily. Whew. Oh my. But yeah, that's not a very nice thing to do. It is funny though. It's the dark kind of funny. Ooh, yikes. How did they react to you doing this? Were they mad? I'd be pretty mad. Yeah, so you just got lots of NPCs for them. Just crushed the game outright. What do I need for the high capacity tank? High capacity O2 tank, silver ore. Let's go get it. Oh. Well, I've tried not stream. Well, I tried streaming without the camera at first, but I think the camera really does make a difference. Same with the microphone. I think you actually, it's way better to have something to engage the audience. It just seems more personal that way, and it's more engaging. 5-10 Men in Black. How expensive were the Men in Black? It probably... well, 20 guys to help you for 1500 is fairly cheap. So then have to work out
Warning. 30 seconds
how
of
expensive
oxygen
each option is per person, or the optimal crash potential. Not that I'd crash anyone's game. I'm probably too timid for that. Oh, really? Well, in the options, I think there was also a slider for how many of said event can happen
30 seconds of oxygen
for
remaining.
every, I think, 5 or 3 or whatever, actually, days in game. So if you had set everything to infinite, then yeah, that's just asking for disaster. Oh, please don't spam in chat. I believe you in this story, but please keep it clean here. And actually, once I make the high capacity... Yeah, okay, 3 messages, but... Overall... Yeah, I get it. One of my friends, when we play League of Legends, he found a way to just hold down 3 keys and it spammed like a line of question marks in the game chat. And League of Legends actually has like it detects when you try and spam, but for some reason it didn't go off. I have no idea why, but League of Legends is a spaghetti full game. But now that I have the high capacity O2 tank, we'll be set to explore a lot more. Well, you can just Ctrl-C, Ctrl-5 to copy and paste each command. If you're nimble with your hands, then you could easily do it. Oh, and the high capacity O2 tank gives me 90 seconds of oxygen on top of my 45 base. Oh yeah. Now we're swimming with air. And every 2 you... Why? I get it. So spam doesn't go off. Probably. I gotta pick up the fruits regularly. Hey, now I have the planter box full of lantern trees, and we can use lantern fruits for bioreactors. And right as I was about to end this stream, another bot came. Oh my. Well. Ban. Report, spam. Bot account. There we go. Block. God, I hate bots. How do I raid? I never raided anyone. And actually, he probably wouldn't be too happy if I went there. You know, it's probably not the best idea. Maybe not today while it's all fresh. Maybe tomorrow or the day after, so he gets some time to calm down. But definitely, and yeah, how do I raid? So, if I expand the window so I can see a little bit more. Is there like an option? where I can just magically press a button and it works. But do I have to go on Twitch? And if I go to someone's channel, so I don't know. On the creator dashboard. Oh, really? Just like in chat? Oh, there really are commands. Oh, okay. Wait, we can host. I got lots of stuff. Damn. Oh well. I'm fairly new to Twitch. Like, being completely honest, I don't know most of this stuff. But yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll raid someone. I think it's a nice way to get some viewers for other guys. And you know, it's called networking, right? But thank you all for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed Subnautica. It's a neat little game. Let's save it. And take care, you guys. Hope to see you again another time. Bye bye. Oh.